Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying the great value thin and crispy crust pepperoni pizza. This is topped with tomato sauce, mozzarella, and provolone cheese, and pepperoni. Pepperoni is made with pork, chicken, and beef. This is a 1 pound, 0.40 ounce pizza. It was only $4.44 at Walmart. $4.44 is a really good price. Now, wonder what all that green is. You see
Basil.
that?
Oregano.
Oh, it doesn't.
It's on the pizza, the picture.
Oh, is it? I just.
Some green spices.
It just looks heavier on here than it does on there. Okay, I mean that's fine. Basil, I see that. Basil. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to preheat your oven to 425 degrees, remove all packaging, place pizza directly on center rack, bake for 12 to 14 minutes or until the crust is golden brown and the cheese is melted, and then allow it to cool for 5 minutes before enjoying. You do get a piece of cardboard, which I like, Kevin likes. Do we need to move this around, or you think?
Probably spread it a little bit.
A little bit? Okay. Well, I don't want to break it, so I'll move what I can move. There we go. Probably going to leave it like this. Okay. So we're going to bake it the full time. We're going to bake it the full 14 minutes, and then we'll be back. So this is the pizza after the full 14 minutes, and you can see there are like clumps.
Yeah.
It's like clumps of the basil, and but you can really smell it. It has oregano, and you really smell that. I think you smell the oregano more than anything. Okay, there's really not much to say. I can tell you the calories. It's 3 servings. A third of the pizza, 155 grams, is 430 calories. And I've already told you everything that's on it. The sauce has basil and tomato, and then there's more basil, and there's garlic and oregano, and yeah, it says, since oven's very, please adjust baking time and temperature as needed. Cook to an internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit is measured by a food thermometer.
Who does that?
I know. Do not eat without baking. Do not allow pizza to thaw before baking. Promptly refrigerate or discard leftovers.
I can't imagine getting a pizza out of the freezer and just eating it. I just can't imagine that.
No, I can't either. I mean, thinking,
there might be somebody that does it, but I can't.
Well, I'm thinking if a kid was like home alone, if his parents were at work or something, but then they're probably not going to be reading the back of the box either.
Probably not going to be baking a pizza.
No, I'm just thinking if they're desperate, if they're hungry, and they're like, well, I'm not allowed to turn the stove on, the oven on. I don't know.
No.
Okay. I'm going to get one. This one's kind of dark looking. It looks good, though. Is it really, really, really hot?
It is on the pointy part. I wanted to get one of the pepperonis by itself. The pepperoni definitely adds a lot of flavor to them.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what those little green spots are going to taste like.
Well, it's so thick.
Pepperoni?
No. That oregano and basil. The pepperoni's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's, you get the texture of the pepperoni. I wouldn't say that it, there's no like spice to it. There's nothing like that. I mean, you can tell that you're eating a meat, but I don't think it tastes.
I think it's got some seasoning, but it's just not spicy.
I don't think it's spicy. Yeah.
It's seasoned.
Yeah. It's not as flavorful as some that I've had, but it's not bad at all. Did you get a bite of the green?
I'm working my way to it. Very hot.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't taste bad.
The tomato sauce is very inoffensive. It's really not. I don't think it's not a bad flavor. It doesn't have a really strong seasoning or flavor.
It's really, at least it's not, my biggest thing is at least it's not sweet. I don't really like a really sweet tomato sauce. This is not like that. It's not really seasoned a lot either. It's just a basic tomato sauce. And I got a bite of that green like blob. I didn't really taste a really strong like anything. So I thought we were worried it was going to be like overpowering, like funky. Because to be honest with you, it kind of smelled a little funky when we opened the oven.
It did.
But it doesn't really taste like it smells.
No, I don't think so either. I like this much more. If you watch the review where we did the 4 cheese, I like this much more than that because they do. I don't necessarily taste garlic.
But it's got something. I think garlic may be part of it.
I think it's part of it, but I don't taste that like specifically.
Right. I don't mind this.
I don't either.
It doesn't taste like an expensive pizza, but it tastes like a decent pizza.
Yeah, for $4.44, given the choice between the cheese and the pepperoni, I'd much rather have this.
Yeah, definitely. Have this. We were saying in the last one that I personally would rather buy the $8 or $9 pizzas over this. And I was thinking later on, I said, man, we did say, but if you're on a budget, you need to buy a cheaper pizza, go for it. It is hard to think, though, if you're really on a tight budget, you can have 2 of these for the same price as 1 of those.
I know.
So if you're on a tight budget, I think you'd be completely happy with this.
If you're on a tight budget, I understand.
Yeah,
I really
we've been there, you know.
We have absolutely been there where you're walking through the store with the calculator in your hand.
Yeah, and you got a certain amount of money, and
some things don't get bought. Some things don't get bought off your list because you're like, we can't go over this. Yeah. And so we have absolutely been there. And
so thinking about,
I do understand.
You can literally buy 3 of these for just a little bit more than 1 of those other pizzas.
That's true. You're right.
Then it's a good pizza. I think it's really good if you think of it that way.
If you think of it that way,
Is it my favorite pizza in the world? No, it's not going to be because it does taste like a cheaper pizza.
It does.
For a cheaper pizza, it's really good.
Right. For a $4.40, less than $5, less than $4.50. Then you can have a pound of food here. And so that is very cheap. That's probably cheaper than you can get a meal at a fast food place.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, unless you're just buying a Happy Meal.
I haven't bought a meal at a fast food place.
Even a Happy Meal getting pretty daggone expensive nowadays.
$4.44 for a whole pound of food. Yeah, there's probably not very many places you can go and do that. So, for money, that's great. Would I personally give up my favorite pepperoni pizza to buy this one?
Right.
Absolutely not.
Right, exactly. So it has its place in the food economy.
Yes, it does. And I can see why Walmart would sell a lot of these because they are so affordable. I'd say in a lot of stores, there's no way you would find a pizza in there for
not unless you get those, what are they, Tony's or Totino's or whatever they're called.
I'm just thinking in a lot of stores we shop and it's like those aren't even an option getting those. So I do think it's good that they offer these.
So I think it's good.
Yeah, you'll have to let us know if you try it out. It's definitely better than the cheese.
Yeah, I wouldn't get the cheese. I'd get this.
Never. So I hope you enjoyed the video and thanks for watching.